Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy RealGee. I'm back with the second part of the return of Eugenia Cooney from Dawson. You know, this is where we stopped. We're going to continue from there and see what's going on. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and the second and third channel too. Subscribe and share my videos. With no further ado, let's keep it going.
You're
so nice.
Oh, thank you.
Fuck.
You're so nice.
Wait, I want to see your other.
Yeah.
So this is like that. So you like him?
I do though. I do like him. Jack.
Jack.
Yeah. You know, he's a really nice guy though. Like you watch Nightmare, like he's cool. He's a cool guy.
Do you like anything mean or bad or
mean or bad?
Angry? Like where's your dark
Let me
side?
think.
What does she hate watching? Yeah, what do you hate watching? She like has YouTube channels that like
for her, you know.
I mean, there are certain
Very
channels
happy.
that like I'm not really the biggest fan of. I guess.
Okay,
T.
When's the last time you got mad about something?
The last time I got mad about something.
Like about anything. Like right now, like if you like ordered a drink and it was wrong, would you just be like, oh, it's like wrong, but it's really good?
Well, you know, maybe if it's still good, but it's different, then I can like give it a chance and be like, oh, you know. But then maybe if it's like really bad or like I don't really drink at all. So maybe if there was like alcohol or something, I may be like, hey, you know, like maybe you guys might have made a mistake here. Yeah. Oh, I thought of it. But I didn't tell them. I went to the orchestra concert. It was really good.
Okay.
And there was people next to me that like kept talking.
Yeah, what'd you do?
And like I just wanted to like hear the music and like there's like a big screen. I was so into it and all the fans are so into it.
Yeah.
And I was just like kind of hoping they would stop. But
Yeah.
and eventually, actually, the guy in front of us, he seemed like a big fan, so he kind of gave him a look like, you guys like stop talking. And it seemed like they quieted down. So yeah, but I just kind of that was pretty recently actually. So that was a time. Oh, those people.
Whoa! We were going to talk about other stuff. You know what? Let's really dive back into that. Oh,
But I'm sure they were nice people. They were just.
what's in here?
Oh yeah, I can show you guys that too if you want. Yeah, of course.
Have you had any friends or anybody come over and hang out? Because I know there was a
Yeah.
lot of people just being like, oh, your friends aren't helping, your friends aren't doing anything, whatever. But I'm sure behind the scenes, I'm sure everybody was always reaching out and whatever.
Yeah, there were some people that were. Then there was kind of some people that kind of like really weren't. Really, there was almost like some people that like never really said anything to me like before, but then like later on were kind of like bullying me into like trying to make like decisions for me, and kind of like they were just not wanting to listen to me at all, not really wanting to hear like how I'm feeling. Before they never really seemed to like care much about anything, so I guess that's kind of hard. But then I also have like, you know, good people in my life that like genuinely like really did care. All right, that was my dad, guys. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Did you guys see him? Also, Booty Pie actually like made a video where he mentioned me, and he like sent all his fans to like come over and be like really like loving and like supportive. And
I just really want people to send her as much support and love as possible, and I really mean that. I think that's the only thing she needs right now.
like those kind of messages, I think were the ones that are like the most helpful. Also, not like attacking me, like, you know, trying to like be like, oh, you're like a horrible person, like kill yourself, and those kind of messages, like that kind of stuff. I just kind of feel like kind of puts you in like a worse mindset, at least like for me, where it kind of makes it like harder to want to help yourself. Like some of the videos, they just seemed like really like mean-spirited kind of. They just kind of made me feel like a lot more like lonely, and like I would never wish any like bad towards them, but it definitely makes it kind of hard to like trust those kind of people, I think.
Wait, let's go.
Yeah, patio. This was actually the lock for it, I guess, but it's off now. Yeah, that was another thing that like I thought it was weird.
It's very heavy. Oh.
Yeah, there's
Oh my god.
just like walks one day, and I don't even know, like, I don't know what happened in this house before all of that, but
Well.
and the neighbors kept telling us, they're like, oh, like watch out, because like they have black cars. It's really weird. Nothing's happened now. Now everything seems like it's good. But I don't know. All right. Is there any more locks? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, what?
Oh, here's an.
Oh,
One more down there.
they really protect this house. Oh my gosh. They figured it out better than I did.
So cute.
Thank you. Yeah, but we just kind of a crazy.
Your hair looks so good.
Oh, thank you.
The guy who cut your hair, right?
Yes.
So he took a picture of you and
He
posted it.
did, yeah.
The girl seems like she's actually recovering, which is so dope. I really hope this is really her.
I think I texted you.
Yeah,
which
you
I
were
actually.
so nice about it.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
No,
but,
I appreciated it.
But when you see that, are you like still figuring out who that person is? Because you've looked a certain way for so long, and now you're changing. You know.
I mean, I guess like for me, sometimes I do find like I can be kind of like critical of myself. I look really bad here. This is just one where I'm like barely any makeup there. I don't know. I guess I've never really had like the highest self-esteem, which, you know, I'm trying to like work on and stuff. You know, I think it is like really good though that like I did make that decision to get myself back to like a healthy place and to like do what is like what I should be doing. And
Is that something too that is going to be a big adjustment? Like, because there's going to be, I'm sure even on this video, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments, oh, she looks so great. And then kind of comparing it to the last time they saw you, particular video,
Right, yeah.
to now. And then are you prepared for that? I guess
it kind of is like an adjustment, like seeing like what people will say and like
Wow,
seeing those comments.
there's a lot of
and
difference.
to try to like view it as a good thing. That like they're trying to like, you know, make positive
Wow.
comments towards you.
I'm
And
happy.
yeah, if that makes sense.
That's cool.
Thank you.
She's recovering.
So,
She's
I
recovering.
want to talk about
Yeah.
My friend's here.
Blind was doing something kind of weird with her hair. It was like,
Oh, sorry.
no, oh my god. No, it was just the light in the camera.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear you tell your story.
Okay.
I've never heard you say, A, that you like have or had a problem, and B, what it is.
Okay, yeah.
So I think maybe starting there, if that's not too hard.
Yeah, I think that should be okay. So yes, I was like dealing with an eating disorder. As for like, I guess like labels with things like that, I guess like something that I've also kind of learned going through it and seeing like other people that were like also there, that even though like a lot of people can be like dealing with eating disorders, that like each person's story and each person's like experience with it can be like really different and really like individual.
People often assume that eating disorders only look one way. That's why I think the education could be really cool. You know, there's binge eating disorder where we overeat and we don't do anything to compensate. We just overeat and that's how we cope. There's bulimia where we binge and purge and we can be underweight or overweight. Everybody's body's different. And there's a lot of others in there too that I won't get into, but I think at the very least it can be great for her to share her story and how it looked for her.
So I guess like with me, as for like, I guess like labels with things like that, I guess like the details of that were kind of like privately there, and
But also like just keep it from feeling too much too fast.
All right.
So she doesn't get defensive or feel attacked, because that's not the goal. The goal is to like help her tell a story that's beneficial for everybody.
it was definitely like an eating disorder, but yeah, I guess they didn't really get too labely, but
No, and you don't.
if that makes sense.
You don't have to put a label down.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so I'll speak on my experience because
Okay.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. I always knew that I had a disorder. I always was very self-aware, and I was always very like, I know this is bad. I know I shouldn't be doing this. I feel guilty. I feel embarrassed. Like when I would be, throwing up in the bathroom, I mean, I was doing it with like friends in the other room, and I was like hiding it and trying to whatever. It's a very shameful thing, and it took me a long time to even talk about it.
I look in the mirror and I see a huge person.
So I think my question for you is like, was it hard, and is it hard right now to like literally really talk about it? Because I feel like even now it's a little bit like, I don't want to push you too far, but you know, I think, you know, I don't know, I can't imagine what you went through. Because I feel like you kind of always have a smile. So I'm like trying to like put myself and see what it was, and I feel like it, like, what was your day to day before getting help?
Yeah, and you know, I guess like before, there kind of would be like times where I guess I realized like, hey, like I'm not like eating enough. I really probably should be taking better care of myself. And like I would have people like my mom especially, and like my family and my parents and everything that would be like, you really should be like, you know, taking care of yourself better and like eating more, and you know, like would be like bringing that up to me. And obviously like, the internet, there was a lot of people talking about that. I guess it's like in a way like kind of like maybe even like smoking or something, where like people kind of like know in their brain like, hey, you know, I should stop this, but it's, and then like sometimes I guess you'll kind of go through periods where like you're better about it, but like it's kind of hard I guess to like just like to totally like stop and totally like stop what you're doing and to actually like go and try to like be better and like get help for myself.
When do you remember it starting or having issues with?
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of weird with me, I guess, because like even like when I was younger, I really always have been like pretty like naturally like small, I guess. I mean, like in school, like I dealt with like a lot of bullying and that kind of thing. I think that like definitely like when you have people like not being so nice to you, it can definitely kind of make you feel more insecure and like stick with you kind of. Then I guess kind of like as things were going forward, obviously I was like losing more weight, and I was kind of like not really acknowledging that and kind of just being like, oh, I'm okay, like whatever, and not really like seeing that it was like a really big problem. And then when I just like started making videos and all of that, and my channel started like growing a bit, then there was like certain people that would like make videos about me and like talk about my body a little bit. It kind of like was really affecting me like really badly and like making me feel really bad and like not taking care of myself, like really in like a really bad like mind state. I guess it just kind of was like progressing, and I wasn't like really doing much to like stop that. And I guess like eventually it just like got to the point where I really realized it would be a good idea to like get some help for that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
getting help.
Right.
So what was it like? Because we've kind of tiptoed around it, but like
Right.
you went somewhere. So
I did,
what
yes.
was that?
So yeah, I was in a like rehab kind of program for it, and it was a really kind of weird experience, I guess, because it's definitely like when you go from like being in like the real world to entering that, like it's so different. They like weigh you and all of that, but they don't really tell you how much you weigh. I guess they kind of keep that like in there.
Love that.
Yeah, like sections. So you don't actually like get, I guess you don't really know like what's going on with that exactly. It can be kind of like boot campy in a way, where like it's very like scheduled. Like you wake up at a certain time, then some days they'll kind of like check your vitals and maybe do like a blood test some days and just like make sure everything's going all right. Then you also kind of have like therapists coming in.
Inpatient is where I worked. I didn't work in the hospital setting. I worked in an inpatient where it's like a home, and they're all working together, and there's groups, and
There's a lot of like observation is the thing about it.
observations, they call it, to make sure that you aren't like throwing food away or throwing it up or compensating in some fashion.
As you're like eating, like, you're kind of like watched, and then afterwards, like for meals it would be like an hour observation, and for like snacks it would be like half an hour. When you go to the bathroom, you actually have someone like observing you. They'll be like outside the door, so it's a lot of like being watched, which is definitely really strange. And then as long as you're, I guess, like following the program and following the rules, then you can kind of like slowly earn privileges back. Like,
So okay, so you're monitored a lot, and were you put on a food plan? Was there like
they do put you on like a food plan, and how they would do it was you would kind of have like, I guess, like some say in it, but they would kind of like slowly increase it and be giving you more. So definitely like it kind of can seem like a lot when you're like going in there and suddenly like having to like eat so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of, I guess, kind of hard at first. And you know, while I was there, like I was kind of honestly like surprised. Like I wasn't really like when I moved out to LA, I wasn't really like regularly weighing myself. And then when I did like find out how low my weight was like compared to before, it was kind of like shocking to me because I guess I didn't even realize, like I had people telling me, like, my mom and you know a lot of like some of my friends and stuff, but I guess I didn't like really see that it was getting to that point really. So at the same time, like I guess I knew like I just had to do it, and like I had to like follow the program and like do what I had to do. But yeah, it definitely, like when you're going into it, it can definitely seem like a lot, and like isn't exactly the easiest. So
For a lot of people in the eating disorder realm, that means gaining weight, and that's like your biggest fear.
Yeah.
But that is part of the recovery process, and a lot of people don't want to talk about that because it's like hard for people who are in it. I get a lot of questions every month about like, how do I love my body at this weight? It's just like anything, you should just talk nicer to yourself about it, you know?
I feel like it makes me look like eating disorders are so hard because you have to eat to live, right? So it's like my issues with food I struggle with daily because I have to eat. So it's almost like a constant, it's like being an alcoholic and having to drink every day. It's like a weird like thing. I guess I'm trying to understand how you like got over that.
what's your favorite fruit? I don't know. Maybe apples or something, because like they're cool.
Or are you still figuring that out?
And you know, now I would definitely say I'm doing a lot better with things now, and that now I'm definitely like trying to make sure that like I'm eating enough and not like letting things get back to the point that it was at. Wow, you're in it, like it definitely like seems like so much sometimes. They'll get you like breakfast and all of that. Then later they'll come in and like you'll have like a snack. Then later they had lunch, and then they had like another snack, and then so it's a lot of, I guess, like eating. Yeah, and then
Okay, I'll do that. Sounds great.
yeah, so it's so
What was
like,
the food? I know this is like totally a pointless
no,
question,
you're-
but what was the food? Like, what was it? Was it good or was it kind of like?
taste-wise, it wasn't really like too bad. Usually, like breakfast, they had like pancakes or some like egg sandwich thing or something.
Like a muffin?
So, yeah, kinda. Yeah, so they would. It was something that looked kind of like that, and then they would bring you like either like a banana or like a fruit cup kind of thing.
I knew it.
That's how I'd be checking that out.
Yeah, and then like then snacks. Sometimes you would be able to be like crackers or like chips. They would give you like fries and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so
That's cool.
So, what was a typical day before treatment? Did you eat? Like, how did you have so much energy? Have you talked? I don't want to.
oh no, you're all good. Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry. I'm
It's
so
totally
like I just
okay.
don't want to hurt your feelings or get weird or anything. I'm just so like.
It's totally fine. You know, it's. I guess I'm kind of lucky that like, you know, a lot of people would like even like make videos, and this is kind of, I guess, like another reason I wouldn't always take things like that seriously when people would like make like concerns or sometimes like hateful comments. Like people would like make theories that like my hair is fake and crazy theories like that. And honestly, like it never has been. Like it's not. It was, and they said like there's no way your hair could actually be like that. Like it's not real. It's either all extensions or hair is a wig. It's definitely not her hair.
And I feel like I should already know this, but is hair loss a thing that?
I guess it can be for some people. It can be like a side effect that will happen is like some people will lose hair and they'll have like tooth damage and stuff like that, which I guess I was really lucky that I didn't experience any of that, because I guess it could have ended up being like that and could have ended up being a lot worse. Would you do a what I eat in a day video? No, I don't think I would. And I was still like eating every day, but I guess it just wasn't really like that much, which for me, I guess I just kind of wasn't really like realizing that I like should have been eating more, I guess.
I wouldn't ask her what she ate.
Okay.
But in my experience, they do eat. It's just not very much. But I wouldn't ask her what she eats.
And like, yeah. Sorry, I'm like totally like all around the place, sorry.
No, this is it, and this might be too far, but were the doctors just like, how are you? Like, how did you survive? Like, cause
Honestly, yeah. Like some of them, they were kind of surprised that I was lucky and didn't really have like a lot of like bad effects from it. I guess when I kind of saw that like my weight was always more on like the low side, I guess they kind of maybe thought like, oh, okay, well maybe that's why it's not as bad as it could have been. I was really lucky that I had like really good doctors that were monitoring me and making sure that nothing was too much for me to like handle. And like, I'm definitely not like an expert or anything like that, but yeah, like sometimes I think it's called refeeding syndrome is I think like the word.
What's
for it.
that?
If you just suddenly start like feeding someone like crazy.
Pick up a burger and have some food. It's not how this works.
Not exactly sure like what like the bad things that happen are, but it can actually be really, really dangerous.
That's why eating disorders are the most deadly mental illness, is because it leads to heart attack. Our body eats away at its fat and then its muscle. And your heart's a muscle, so it slowly gets weaker. And then, you know, you exert yourself and have a heart attack. And so I've had patients wear heart monitors and they go into treatment and they are tube fed for a while and then they get back onto solid foods and then they're discharged.
It's definitely, I think, good that if you have like a team that's just kind of making sure that you're not just like, you know, like being like, oh, eat a burger and a bag of chips, and it could really be like a lot for the person to just like handle at once, and definitely something that you need to be like careful about.
Yeah.
So
Have you thought about like when you come back, you know, to your channel, are you
Yeah.
gonna, and I know it's still such a personal thing, but even for me, it's like talking about the food thing.
Japanese snacks? I don't really know Japanese snacks, but I'm sure they're cool.
And maybe it's just because all my issues rely with food, but like with you, is that something that you think you're probably never gonna do? Because you're like, I just don't even want to put that out. It's just like my thing.
And you know, I think like now if people like ask me like food related questions, like I would be like more able to talk about that. It still is kind of like uncomfortable where like you haven't really talked about that online at all, and suddenly people I guess are almost like expecting you to, and they're kind of like expecting you to like come back and just like, yeah, basically. Which I guess that's kind of like, you know, awkward. Like people just like expecting all of that. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know, it might be kind of like different, I guess, but I think I'd be like more willing to like, you know, like talk about the subject though, and I think I would still also want to make like, you know, just like videos that like about things I enjoy, because I also think like that's a really important thing that like sometimes I think like if like for me, like it was just kind of that's all people would talk about, and people would kind of treat you like there's like nothing more to you, like there's nothing else that like you're really like that people like care about, and like you're almost like not even like a human. And I think it like is like important for people to know that whether they're dealing with like an eating disorder or another type of mental health problem or like whatever, that isn't like who they are. Like there is a lot more to them than just that, and that they shouldn't feel like their whole identity is just that one thing, and there's like a lot more to people than just like what they're going through, like their disorder that they're dealing with. So yeah, but I would definitely like to help people like if I'm like able to a little bit, but yeah, I guess I'm not like the expert, but
I love you.
Oh,
Okay,
I love you
that was so
too.
great. I love
Thank
what
you.
just said.
Aw.
Well, okay. On that note,
Yeah.
what do you want to? What do you do? Like, what do you enjoy? So, like, let's
Yeah.
eating disorder. Got that? Okay, great. Now what? What do you do? What do you like having fun with?
So like we were talking about, I like makeup a lot and stuff like that, and like even though like I'm not like the best at it, it's always just been something like I really enjoy, and how you can like be creative with it and do a lot of stuff with that. So I like fashion in general and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah. What is that?
oh, it's a spirit hood. Yeah, you can try it on if you want. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like a scarf hat thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be the
So-
one thing you have all fit in. Actually, no. My head's big. I
No,
probably won't
it
fit the
will look
spirit hat.
great on you.
Okay. Wait. Yeah. Where's like your makeup stuff? Where's your
Yeah,
stash?
actually,
I'd assume, well, I don't know, is she gonna come back to YouTube around when this is launched then? Because maybe she'll film one for her channel too.
do you? Oh, it's really good. You're gonna do great.
I've never done good on eyeliner. It's like the one thing I just can't fucking do.
I wonder, it can be.
You know, I think you're great, you're fun. You don't take shit from anyone, and you only do things if you really fucking love it. Really fucking love it. And nothing's wrong, you say, but I'm a loner with a lot of baggage that I haven't yet claimed. Don't want you to take that blame. It's not easy for me to say, breathe. Give me space to breathe.
so great at that. But I like missed. That seems so crazy. It was a lot of drama.
Yeah, that could be your first video back.
Yeah, hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing
my thoughts on the drama.
James Charles.
Not mention your eating disorder at all. Today we're gonna be talking about the drama.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give you guys the tea today.
I actually did have an idea for you.
Really?
I think, and we can do it together or you can do it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But I think you should do a video called What I Missed While I Was in Rehab.
Actually, yeah, that would be a really good idea. You could like tell me what happened because I probably don't even know like half the stuff that's been going on.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. I'm gonna need that number to wherever you went. Just go there and have them take my phone away and give me fries.
Wait, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Here you go. Oh, it looks so good. That's like my favorite Spirit, so.
Oh, I just saw it in the mirror.
See, it looks great.
Oh god. Oh my god, I'm being triggered in Eugenia Cooney's room. That's iconic. Okay. If I just went on Eugenia's channel and just was like, hey guys!
This is my. Oh,
Rehab went great.
Okay.
Oh, should I sit?
Oh yeah, you can sit. This one might not work.
When's the last time you filmed something for your channel?
Actually, like December-ish or January. Yeah.
I look like I just left.
That one.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, it's Eugenia. As you know, I was away in a rehab program for a while, and now I'm back from that. And I think while I was away there, I'm sure
Well, I'm so happy, you know, for her. She's recovering, you know, so fast, very, very fast. I'm so happy.
good friends.
Okay, last thing that happened. You left the internet.
I know.
I am very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
And I don't want to get too cheesy, but this, I think that's the thing that is so crazy and so cool to think about is like she, like to me is the epitome of like, and I don't even know if this is wrong to say, but people were like, oh, there's no hope. Like the videos were so aggressive at the end. This is it, like let's stop trying to help her, like it's bad, you know, and being with you and hearing what you've been through and also just your attitude about stuff, it's all been very like, but the fact that she is, I think, doing better is like, I don't want to use the word, like a miracle.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to use that word?
I mean,
Because maybe that sounds offensive, but it
Oh,
has,
no.
anybody getting better, you could say, is like a miracle, because we all know it's hard to be motivated. Like it's hard to change. Like people always talk about, oh, therapy makes you weak or whatever. I'm like, therapy is the hardest fucking thing you'll ever do. Like, 'cause you actually have to strip away all the bullshit of whatever you do and like look inside and be like, oh, I don't like that about myself and I want to fix it. And that can be hard, you know? So I think it's always a miracle. I'm glad she got help.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Wow.
fun tea.
Yay! Yes.
Positivity.
Yes, positivity. That can be like our drama channel. Like.
Yikes. Positivity spill.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Oh my god.
That was so fun.
What do you think the reason for this situation was? Like, bigger picture.
Yeah. Not that like I'm the perfect example or like the expert or anything like that, but
Has anybody
actually I don't think so.
She made it.
That's just kind of cute. If like some people maybe like could see that like, you know, I went through this and now I think doing a lot better. It sure was like, oh, I hope you have a great ride back.
We die.
No, don't die.
Imagine.
That would not be good. Then I think that would be really cool if like maybe some people that are going through a hard time or an eating disorder or like anything know they can like get through that and that there is like help for them and that people do care about them a lot.
Okay, if you need anything, text
Yeah,
me,
me too.
call me.
And to hopefully they can, you know, try to like stay positive through that and just like know that they can get through that. So I think that's cool at least.
Wow.
I just wanna find a way to get out of my mind. Craving validation from some people I don't like. I don't know, so why am I caring so much? I don't know. I don't know.
National Eating Disorder Helpline telephone phone 1-800. Wow. 1091.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gotta make a change, get out of my way.
And it,
No.
cause okay, so basically it's a meme and it's drag queen, and then she goes,
Really? What does it mean?
So oop is like when you, it's like when you you're scrolling through Twitter and you're just like, oh my god, I feel so good today, and then you see a tweet and people are like, kill yourself or something crazy.
Oh.
You've seen those.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
And then you go,
That's so crazy.
Oh, so it's like, whoa. It's like when people say like shook only like more.
yes, it's shook to a point of speechless.
Right, so it's like, and I whoop.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, well, you're so good at it.
Wow. Wow. You know, I'm very, very, I'm very, very happy for her, you know. She's in good condition right now. She's making it. There's a lot of change. Oh, wow. I like this. No, I'm very happy for her. She's recovering very fast. That's a good sign. I love this. I really love this, and I'm happy for that because I was worried too, you know. But I'm not gonna do anything. I'm worried. But now I'm happy for her. I'm happy. Oh no. That's cool. I like this. I hope you guys enjoy this. That's the problem of disorder. It's not good. Some people, you know, with hate comments, that's too bad. But the most important thing, she's okay. I'm happy for that. Period. Alright, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe, share my videos, and turn on the notification bell. See you guys. Peace out.